to prevent today's vote in special session, protesting Republican congressional redistricting that Wu says will suppress minority voters, giving Republicans the ability to win 5 more House seats in next year's elections.
The tool they're using is a racist, gerrymandered map.
Republican Governor Greg Abbott wrote those Democrats a letter calling them derelicts and warning if they don't return to Texas for a vote this afternoon, he would take action to remove them from the House. There is also drama between Democrats and Republicans in Washington.
The Senate is now out of session, but lawmakers left town fuming with each other, and it's all over the president's judicial and political nominees. The White House is accusing Senate Democrats of stonewalling more than 140 people for positions within the government. The GOP claiming Senate Democrats are intentionally using parliamentary procedures to slow walk confirmations.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith at the White House. A Republican in Congress, Nancy Mace, is eyeing a new job.
I'm making it official. I am running to be your governor of the great state of South Carolina.
That's Congresswoman Mace minutes ago, joining a crowded GOP race for governor in next year's election that includes another member of Congress, Ralph Norman. Governor Henry McMaster, also a Republican, is term limited, can't run again. A manhunt in Montana is now in day 4, searching for an Army veteran turned suspected killer Michael Brown, accused of shooting 4 people to death in a bar on Friday.
We've got a lot of resources here in Anaconda. They've been here for about 48 hours.
Montana Attorney General Austin Knudsen. The search also continues for another quadruple murder suspect in Tennessee, Austin Drummond, accused of killing 4 members of one family last week. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and if you want to do business with a company that actually stands for something, switch to Pure Talk. I did. Sure, I appreciate being on America's most dependable 5G network with unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. But what I really appreciate is Pure Talk's commitment to our military and to our skilled workforce. That matters to me. Save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
New U.S. tariffs are set to go into effect Thursday on imports from dozens of countries, ranging from 10 to 41%. President Trump told reporters before flying back to Washington yesterday he's considering giving some of the billions of dollars in tariff revenues to us.
There could be a distribution or dividend to the people of our country. I would say for people that would be middle-income people and lower-income people.
This as trade talks continue. Canada trying to reduce the tariff that was increased on Friday on goods not covered by a trade agreement.
Canada, as of now, faces a 35% tariff as imposed by the Trump administration. Canada's U.S. Trade Minister, Dominic LeBlanc, told CBS Face the Nation he believes his nation can offer the U.S. opportunities courtesy of their version of the One Big Beautiful Bill.
It's called the One Canadian Economy Act, which we think will unlock up to $500 billion of investment in Canada for things like pipelines, port infrastructure, mines.
LeBlanc said he's optimistic Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney and President Trump will talk further about trade in the coming days. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
A TV star from the late 70s and early 80s is being mourned.
Cincinnati, WKRP.
Lonnie Anderson, the blonde bombshell star of WKRP in Cincinnati, died Sunday in Los Angeles. Anderson played the sexy, smart receptionist at the struggling station.
Happy birthday to you.
Earning 2 Emmy nominations and legions of fans, the Minnesota native had 4 husbands, including actor Burt Reynolds, with whom she shared a son.
That's Fox's Jane Fergus. Lonnie Anderson died at the age of 79. She had had a prolonged illness. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising after Friday's sell-off. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
It's a Monday edition of the Valley's Morning News with News Radio 4 South Texas. It is now August 4th, 2025. show producer Fred Cruz, Jason Caterina joining us. And in about 3 minutes, I'm Sergio Sanchez. Thanks for being with us. Yeah, Texas news is the top news for us as well. Texas Democrats, some of them leaving the state of Texas in a bid to stop Republicans from advancing new Republican favoring maps for the state of Texas.
Minimum number of lawmakers needed present in order to be able to conduct legislation. The move follows a marathon public hearing on the plan in the state capitol on Friday, which came less than a week after state Republican legislators proposed the new maps. The new maps, which are aimed at adding 5 new Republican districts next year, passed on a 12-6 party line vote Saturday. Democrats have blasted the decision to redraw the maps, which they say could suppress the votes of people of color. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott is giving an ultimatum to these House Democrats who went to a very gerrymandered Illinois, by the way, to make their complaint. He's giving the House Democrats who left the state till 3 p.m., I believe 3 p.m. today, to get back on the job, or else he will take steps, the governor threatening to take steps to remove them from membership in the Texas House. It's 7:07 on the Valley's Morning News. Texas public school kids headed back to class very soon, and there's some big changes in store.
A controversial curriculum package approved by the state in November is being rolled out across the state in a small number of districts. Conservative backers defend the biblical undertones, saying it gives kids more context.
Word is getting around that this is a huge success for teachers, but even better for our kids.
Mary Elizabeth Castle is with the group Texas Values. The so-called Bluebonnet lessons include religious references, like the Sermon on the Mount, to explain the Golden Rule. The ACLU is threatening to sue districts that use it.
Federal Trade Commission is warning you about a scam that involves Amazon.
It actually has nothing to do with the international e-commerce company, but with fraudsters trying to make it look legit. They're sending phony text messages claiming to be from Amazon, saying an item you bought has been recalled. The FTC says don't fall for it. Don't click on the link offering a full refund, or you could be ripped off by scammers who are after your money and personal data. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
Nintendo is saying that they will be raising prices for models of its original Switch.
The video game giant made the announcement Friday, citing market conditions as the reason for the price increases. The original Nintendo Switch will cost $340 starting Sunday, up from $300. The Switch Lite and Switch OLED model are seeing increases of $30 and $50 respectively. The price of the recently released Switch 2 is not going up at this time, but Nintendo said price adjustments may be necessary in the future. I'm at Mattinson.
7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. And right after AccuWeather, potential changes to Big Red. Might it taste different near future as a result of, the color dye issue that's changing the market, food dyes. That's coming up right after AccuWeather. Time is 7:08. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us this Monday. Let me say thank you first to all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. It is a scorcher of a forecast, has been for days now. Make sure your cattle have Purina liquid feed. Stop in and say hi to Dougie at Martin Farm and Ranch, a certified dealer for Purina liquid feed. Martin Farm and Ranch on Monte Cristo. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. I like the slight change in the forecast. You made mention of maybe a stray thunder shower here or there. By when might that happen, if it happens? Down here.
Maybe tomorrow we might see one roll through, and that's pretty much it.
We saw this. I was telling Freddie on Saturday night. Mama and I and the boys were out walking to a store. We'll get in a brisk walk. It was dark by the time we got out, and we could see on the horizon some lightning, some flashes of lightning. Very pretty, real interesting. That was 60 miles north of us.
Yeah.
That at the Border Patrol checkpoint, it just fizzled. Poof, it disappeared. So what's keeping all the moisture away from us? Is there what's going on?
That's what keeps, that's what people refer to as heat lightning. That's kind of the misconception. There is no such thing as heat lightning. What you're seeing is the lightning from far distant storms. There you go, 60 miles away. You were able to see some of the flashes from that lightning. So though, obviously there's nothing nearby, you're not going to hear that. That's what people refer to as heat lightning. There is, again, to crack that myth.
Somebody was getting a lot of rain north of us. I checked on radar on AccuWeather.com. It was intense north of us, but again, it was way too far for us to benefit from that. So now you move things around. Maybe tomorrow evening shower or a stray shower, maybe.
Just a chance for a stray storm. I mean, it's very, very quiet. The setup's really kind of interesting. There's like two big double barrel high pressure centers out in the central Atlantic. You got the tropical storm off of the East Coast and another big sprawling area of high pressure from Canada that's pushing all the way down across the plains and right down into us. So it's just kind of keeping everything squashed.
A tropical coverage 2025. Nothing for the Gulf for the next several days.
No, National Hurricane Center's got a spot off of the Carolina, Georgia coast there that they've got up to a 30-40% chance of something forming, but that's it. Other than that, out off of the west coast of Africa there by the Cape Verdes, maybe something that's going to squirm out into the central Atlantic, but that about it for us, really.
During hurricane season, tropical season, they are a force that we count on. That would be Coast Guard. We celebrate the U.S. Coast Guard today. A big thank you to them. Celebrate by stopping by the local office and leaving a big box of fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. It's chocolate chip cookie day as well. Might as well leave like a gallon of cold milk as well. They'll appreciate that with a hot cookie.
Looks like I got to make cookies today.
Yeah. Oh, I can smell them already. You know, we have this type of weather today. Well, I bet you I could go back to my truck, put a pan of chocolate cookie dough, see if it bakes throughout the day. It's going to be up to 106 today. Ugh, nasty, nasty weather. All right, we'll call you next hour. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on 710 KURV. Time is 7:12. Big Red, longtime Texas favorite. Freddie, do you know the difference between? Can you taste the difference between like the Big Red and the H-E Butt Big Red, like the generic brand, like store brand? I think they're pretty similar. I think the formulation. Oh, you don't do that? Yeah, it tastes kind of similar. Either way, they will all be affected by this food dye revolution that's taking place in the industry. Big Red, longtime Texas favorite, might soon change a little in color or maybe even in taste.
The federal plan to phase out artificial dyes is dividing the food and beverage industry. Big brands like General Mills, Kraft Heinz, and PepsiCo says they will comply. But Mars, which makes M&Ms and Skittles, says the dyes are safe and changes would be too costly. The American Beverage Association also opposes the move. Red dye number 40, set to be banned by 2026, gives Big Red its signature color. Keurig Dr. Pepper hasn't said if it'll change the recipe. Fans of the Waco-originated beverage worry it could taste different.
It's 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. And almost 6 in 10 of millennials and Gen Zers, they blame their social life for hurting their financial goals.
A new survey from Ally Bank also found that 42% of them report overspending on their social budget several months out of the year. Ally's survey revealed most American adults covet social time, with nearly 70% saying they meet with friends in person at least once a week. On average, they spend about $250 a month on social activities. Fewer than 1 in 5 say they have a strict budget for activities with friends. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Time is 7:14. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. Up next, a recent conversation I had with some of the directors of Texas Works. If you are 18 to 50, you're looking to pivot, get trained in a new money-making career. And I say money-making because they're emphasizing careers that are actually in demand right now. Everything from construction-related jobs at the port and other maybe high-tech related industry. 18 to 50 years old. Free tuition, free training. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's hurricane season. The time to prepare is now. Stay ahead of the storm with Tropical Coverage 2025 on News Talk 710 KURV, your trusted source for real-time updates. With resources from AccuWeather and the National Weather Service, we'll bring you the information you need to be ready and be prepared. Tropical Coverage 2025 is powered by Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC, McAfee Agency, Insurance, Lee's Pharmacy, and News Talk 710 KURV.
Oh,
Could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part, they accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Information to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News. News Talk 710 KURV is your station in South Texas for Astros baseball. My goodness, those bats need to wake up. Chihuahua. They're in Miami, right? Or is it still in Miami since they got all messed up, the stadium and all that? Anyway, they're playing the Marlins, right? Or was it another team that I'm thinking about, right? Yeah, that was the Rays. That's right. Sorry, Freddie. All right, so they're in Florida, 6 p.m. broadcast today. Astros baseball made possible by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women and the Mission Economic Development Office. The KURV faithful, you tune in often, you know what's taking place in the South Texas economy, which complements the amazing expansion and economic prosperity opportunities that we have for a new generation, even a previous generation that perhaps did not have a chance, especially here in the Valley, did not get a chance to tap in, get some of those marketable skills and go make some money. Well, right now, real world market money is here, billions of dollars in investment. Most of the investment at the Rio Grande Valley Port of Brownsville. Elon Musk, our neighbor, he's in town creating thousands of jobs. So there is huge demand right now for training to help build stuff or fuse steel or cut steel, AC systems, what else? Electrical, plumbing, you name it. Anything when it comes to erecting stuff right now. Oh, my goodness, big demand. So good news for any folks between the ages, I believe it's 18 and 50. We have another one of those charter schools, high schools opening up in South Texas very soon. Part of a huge expansion statewide, which I think is a great idea because we need to funnel as much Texas skilled talent to ports and projects and building and construction and all these different trades. So we have with us right now Campus Director Edgar Martinez and statewide Superintendent Dr. Elizabeth Camarena. We have a Texas Works campus that's going to be opening up in McAllen here very soon. It's an adult, think of it as an adult high school, technical training high school. You can get trained in life skills to get out there and sop up one of those jobs. We don't need to be importing talent from other states. Texas, we can do it. So let's start from that point of view. Dr. Elizabeth Camarena, tell me about the statewide expansion of Texas Works, McAllen, one of those high schools opening up soon. So tell me about the statewide expansion and what you hope to accomplish.
Absolutely. So we embarked on this journey about a year ago, opening up our first 23 schools. And so happy with the needs we were able to serve and the demand that was out there across the entire state. There are so many adults that are looking for an opportunity to come back to school and to learn some of those skills. And again, get career ready or be on a career pathway where there's opportunities for advancement. Mm-hmm. And we saw the demand was tremendous in the Rio Grande Valley with our first group of schools that came on board. And Edgar couldn't wait to get started. And so the minute we were able to add to our portfolio, we decided we wanted to open up in McAllen. Okay. We know that there are plenty of opportunities. There are growing industries in healthcare and others, to name just a few. And we know that Texas Works is the place where these adults can come back, and it's their best chance to come back and get what they need in order to be successful in the next phases of their life. It's never too late to come back to school and to learn.
Is this a private endeavor, or is this funded by the state of Texas, this new technical training endeavor?
Yeah, this is a state-funded school, and we are recognized by a TEA. So we offer a high school diploma that's fully recognized, just as any other diploma is, and the industry-based credentials as well. And this is all tuition-free, which is really a phenomenal opportunity for plenty of individuals across the Rio Grande Valley and across the state.
A few days ago, we had a conversation with a very similar program, I would say almost identical program in FAR. Are you familiar with that? Is that also part of your stable, or is that someone else that
I
opened
believe
up?
that that's someone else.
Okay.
We can get specifics, but I believe that's another group. And
Right.
just goes to show that the demand is tremendous. And
It
so
is.
we're looking to serve, we're looking to provide an opportunity where one did not previously exist. And we're the first of our kind in McAllen. So for the citizens of McAllen and the surrounding area, this is the chance for anyone between the age of 18 and 50 to come back to school.
It is a state-funded high school for adults, is what I'm going to call it, career and technical education training that is available now. I guess what you open up in the fall in a few days or what?
We're enrolling now, and first day of school is right around the corner.
Right. So it's called Texas Works. They're expanding statewide, 20 more campuses. McAllen, the campus is coming up. So the campus director, Edgar Martinez, joining us. He's with the McAllen campus. Where are you? Where to sign up? How many students can you take in, Edgar?
The sky's the limit. You can sign up at texasworks.com or call me directly at 956-374-4796. And I'll just reiterate, super flexible scheduling, on-site childcare, and even a dedicated life coach that will help them from Jump Street all the way to after they graduate. So come on down. I'll show you the facilities, super high-tech, innovative facilities here in McAllen at 2400 Daffodil. And we're ready to help you.
Excellent. Are you going to try to make it like a full throttle high school experience, maybe provide some like lunch ladies and some, bad high school lunch and maybe a football team or something like that as well?
For sure. We're working on the football team, but yeah, for sure. The lunch is there. And like I said, it's well-rounded. It serves the community. And I like to think of it as a second chance for a new beginning. So.
Yeah, no. And I'm glad you mentioned that. About 2 years ago, I want to say it's like 2 years ago, a local superintendent, very successful. They have a very successful career and technology education program at the Edinburgh CISD, the Edinburgh School District. And the superintendent gave us a tour of a 109,000 square foot facility. Everything that you were mentioning, for example, all the various like medical related jobs, billing, phlebotomy, but also the air conditioning, welding, erecting structures, law enforcement related, drones, all that stuff that's available. And he told me that when they had to sit down with parents, because they try to get, for example, junior high kids, try to figure out who's going to college and who needs a marketable skill to feed themselves and their family. And it's an amazing program, this big, huge high school career and technology training. When they sat down to explain this to the parents, afterwards, the superintendent, Dr. Mario Salinas, was telling me how he was, I know tackled is an extreme word, but he was like flooded, just overwhelmed by all the parents who said, I want in on this. I want to learn how to weld. I want to go and take advantage of a six-figure salary job fusing steel or cutting steel at the Port of Brownsville, because the liquefied natural gas node that we have out there. What my son is learning, or daughter, because they got some girl welders out there too.
That's right.
He said, the parents said, we want this. So here's the answer. You and similar institutions provided by the state to give a quick path to get these skills and get these jobs. I think it's a genius idea. I'm so glad that exists. Let me go back to what you said, Edgar. You said the sky's the limit. What does that mean? Are you talking about some will be on campus and some will be learning remotely? That way you can register an almost unlimited amount of students, or do you have a cap for this coming semester?
Exactly. So the flexibility is there to do a lot of on-site, hands-on, and yes, most of what we do can be done online, and students can take advantage of the flexibility that way. Mm-hmm. And to reiterate what you just mentioned is that we're teaching life skills that AI is never going to take away. So that's the security that we're giving our students when they graduate with Texas Works.
Yeah. Unless AI takes over robots and then they start doing all the other technical skills. But we don't see that happening anytime soon. My guest at the moment, statewide superintendent for Texas Works, Dr. Elizabeth Camarena, campus director Edgar Martinez. He is with the McAllen Texas Work campus that's opening up very, very soon. and providing high demand jobs, technical training at this career technology education high school for adults age 18 to 50. Sign up now. You want a career change. Some of these adults are working for a living, though, and I don't know who wants to pick this one up, Edgar or Dr. Camarena. They're working for a living, maybe 40, 50, 60 hours trying to pay the bills. You know what I mean? But they want this. I can just see some of our talk radio, right? So how do we do this? Get them to get, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months of training, and then pivot to a new career? What do you say?
Ready. We're ready to meet those individuals where they are. We want everyone that comes in our doors, we treat them with respect and with dignity, and we honor the commitments that they have outside of school. Family, maybe aging parents, they have children of their own, they have 1, 2, 3 jobs. We understand that, and we're going to do our very best to create a customized schedule and an individual learning plan that meets the exact needs of that individual student. And so that is what we do fantastically. We've done it with Premier High Schools for such a long time. Edgar's been in our Premier High School location in Palmview for a while and is expanding again to McAllen as well. And so that knowledge and that institutional knowledge and how to work with individuals with very unique needs, we carry that with us. And that's really the fabric of what we do. That's why we have our wraparound services, such as a life coach that can help with really removing any sort of barriers that may stand in the way of daily attendance or making progress. And I just want to take a moment to say that this is the beginning, but definitely like the sky's the limit, exactly as Edgar said. We want this to be also a call to action to the community because the wealth of people is in the community, and we want to partner with businesses to try to provide even more opportunities for a pipeline for employment.
Tuition free, right?
100%.
Or is it based on income where the individual working 3, 4 jobs to feed family and is doing pretty good, making money, but would like to do something else that,
entirely tuition free.
Wow. For everybody.
For everybody.
Wow. That's mind blowing. That's crazy. It's beautiful. This is precisely what we need in a Texas economy that is gangbuster, just expanding crazy, especially here in South Texas. We have never seen the economic opportunities that we see now at the Port of Brownsville, over at SpaceX as well, and everything that feeds off of that. At the moment, high tech coming this way. It's beautiful to see all of that. Again, career and technical education, tuition free in McAllen. It will be starting this coming fall. Register now. I'm going to ask Edgar to give me the information here again in just a second. McAllen's coming up. Will there be more campuses in the RGV with Texas Works coming up soon, Dr. Camarena?
We've got a campus in Mission. We have San Juan, our Edinburgh location. We have Weslaco, and we have Brownsville. And I don't know if I missed any, Edgar. You might have to make sure and check me on that. Okay. But we've got Laredo, Del Rio. We have as far north as Amarillo, as far west as El Paso, and as far east as the coast and Houston area. So we are all over and everywhere in between.
All right. And what you mentioned, the other valley sites, they've been already up and running, or they also new?
They're up and running.
They're up and running as well. Edgar Martinez for the... Again, no cap on the number of students that can sign up for all these different careers. Mm-hmm. Where do you find a list of the different career training? I'm sure that the length of the curriculum is based on the type of career that you seek. So where's the list of careers, and how do you sign up for this, and when do you start in McAllen?
I'll add the Weslaco campus is also available in case it wasn't mentioned. Sorry about that. But yes, TexasWorks.com is our first line of defense there. And if they want more information directly from us, 956-374-4796. I'll add my personal cell phone because I know some people like to text before they get any information. So 956-400-8225. Reach out and we will answer any questions prior to enrolling, or enroll directly at TexasWorks.com. Remember, Texas Works McAllen, where you come learn, train, and thrive.
Edgar, Elizabeth, please call back. Let us know how you're doing near future, semester by semester. We'd like to hear some success stories and encourage people to get those skills, technical skills they need to make some money. All right?
Absolutely. Right around graduation time, we'll be giving you a call.
Thank you so much. Dr. Elizabeth Camarena, and also Campus Director, McAllen Campus for Texas Works. That is Edgar Martinez. Be well. Thank you. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. We got a check of sports up next.
Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health.
From DHR Health, ICU Medical Director, Dr. Juan Marcos Chavez Paz, When we started working together 3.5 years ago, rebuilding the ICU in DHR health system post-COVID, we were all motivated for all the losses after COVID. The main reason the patients died after COVID was respiratory failure, and we took that personal. We decided that we want to become among the best treating this condition. All the teams worked together towards the same goal, and we went for it. It took 3.5 years, but we are proud to say that we are among the elite in the nation in regards of management of respiratory failure for any reason. What we are is an interprofessional team. We work focusing on quality, we follow metrics, and we are leaders. We are the only hospital who offer not just this accreditation as the sign of maximum quality, but also, for example, ECMO support. That is the most advanced life support existing in the world. We do ECMO. Nobody else has that in the region. We also have a team of 24/7 in-house doctors, and nobody else offers that. This is a team of intensive care doctors. Trauma, they have their own team. We also have a specific preparation for each of the units that we take over. For example, we have a special unit in the women's hospital, and we train in specific ICU conditions, and we are trained by the Society of Critical Care Medicine. DHR help us bringing here the courses. DHR wants everybody to be on top of knowledge. That's why the patients are coming from other areas, not just for our accreditation, but more because of what the hospital is showing everywhere.
ICU Medical Director at DHR Health, Dr. Juan Marcos Chavez Paz, DHR Health.
This has been Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health. For you, for life. It's Houston Astros baseball action later tonight as they visit the Miami Marlins. It all starts at 6. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women, Mission Economic Development Corporation, and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
With your TSN Sports Minute, I'm Jacob Ray. Both Texas baseball teams were in action last night, and the theme of the day was unusual performances from the Aces. Let's start with the Rangers as they were in Seattle for the final game of a 4-game series, and it was a very back-and-forth game as the teams exchanged punches early with 4 lead changes. The Mariners would prevail after a 2-run shot from J.P. Crawford put them up 5-3, and they would ultimately win 5-4. DeGrom went 5 innings, allowing 5 runs on 4 hits. Now for the Astros, they got off to a good start in Boston after Carlos Correa blasted his first homer back as a member of the Astros in the 4th inning. But in that same inning, the Red Sox would tag Framber Valdez for a 6th spot as Houston would go on to lose 6-1. Valdez went 6 innings, allowing 6 runs on 7 hits. The Rangers will head home to take on the Yankees tonight at 7:05, and the Astros head down to Miami to take on the Marlins at 5:40. I'm Jacob Ray, and this has been your TSN Sports Minute.
Julio Rodriguez hit a 2-run homer in the 3rd, became the first player in Major League history with 20 or more home runs, 20 or more stolen bases in each of his first 4 seasons. Mariners topped the Rangers. Marlins beat the Yankees to earn their first sweep of New York in franchise history. Dodgers snapped an 18-inning scoreless drought, shut out the Rays. Dodgers improved to 65-47 on the season. That's sports. I'm Ronza Moss.
AccuWeather says hot, hot, hot. Chihuahuas, 106, at least 106 in the Western Valley for today. Right now, temperatures mostly in the upper 70s and low 80s across the valley. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Go to the website, right-hand margin. There it is, the link back to Customs, U.S. Customs. Last number we saw for Brownsville, about 30 minutes headed back to Brownsville from Matamoros. Driving back to McAllen from Reynosa, close to an hour at the Hidalgo Bridge. The other two about 10 to 15 minutes. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. Also at Radio Para Mi. I hope you can discover the free app at Radio Para Mi and listen on your smartphone. The only team I'm trusting to buy a home to help me sell a home, it's the Ryan and Brian real estate team. Let me give you an example of how fast, how good the Ryan and Brian team, how they all are. Let's say you have a new job and the new boss is saying, hey, when can you start? Like now? Well, you got to go, but you still need to sell your home because maybe you're moving out of the country, out of the state. You might have to move quick, and that's why you need the Ryan and Brian real estate team on your side to take care of all this work and get you the most money. So don't pass on a new opportunity. Go get it. Just call the Ryan and Brian real estate team, just like Alexia and Charlie did. They needed to sell their home in Mission like quick. They were moving because of a new opportunity. So the Ryan and Brian real estate team, finding buyers at lightning speed. They know the entire market, not only the homes that are for sale, but also a bunch of potential buyers that they communicate with. The marketing system at the Ryan and Brian real estate team reaches thousands of potential home buyers. And Alexia and Charlie, thanks to Pete, the agent over at the Ryan and Brian team, was able to take care of everything fast. And they move on with their life. Here's the number to call. The Ryan and Brian real estate team, 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
At Rivetta's Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Rivetta's Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Rivetta's Machinery in Donna or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. A Miami jury has decided that Elon Musk's car company Tesla was partly responsible for a deadly crash in Florida involving its autopilot driver assist technology and must pay the victims more than $240 million in damages. The federal jury held that Tesla bore significant responsibility because its technology failed and that not all the blame can be put on the driver. President Trump has called for the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors to usurp the power of Fed Chair Jerome Powell, criticizing the head of the U.S. Central Bank for not cutting short-term interest rates. China's largest EV maker, BYD, posted its first monthly delivery decline this year amid stiff competition from a price war that has attracted attention from policymakers in Beijing. BYD shipped over just under 341,000 units in July. This is down from the roughly 377,000 in June. Futures are moderately higher. Friday, the Dow Industrials lost 542. That's your money now.
Seems that Americans are feeling better about the economy, according to a new report.
The University of Michigan's final reading for July edged up a point from June. Despite the recent favorable trend, the survey's chief economist said overall consumer sentiment remains broadly negative. Year ahead, inflation expectations dropped to their lowest level in 6 months, but remain above December 2024, just after the election. I'm at Mattinson.
President Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney are set to speak in the coming days. And yes, trade is on the agenda.
That's according to Canadian Trade Minister Dominique LeBlanc, who told CBS's Face the Nation that he's optimistic the two countries can reach a deal to reduce tariffs.
I think there is an option of striking a deal that will bring down some of these tariffs, provide greater certainty to investment.
LeBlanc's comments come after President Trump decided to raise tariffs to 35% on Canada following weeks of negotiations. The president cited the fentanyl crisis as a reason for the tariff hike, and Carney's efforts to recognize a Palestinian state also jeopardized talks. I'm Lisa Carton.
And if you have an Instagram account, you will now need at least 1,000 followers on a public account in order to go live, to broadcast live, try to sell some. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. AccuWeather not changing much. It's awful. Man, it was a scorcher of a weekend. Same thing for today. Should be up to 106, 103, 104 tomorrow. And tomorrow may be a stray thunderstorm. Yeah, we got 24 hours to revise that, erase that from the forecast. But that's the forecast today. Hot, 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 and dry. 100 to 106 across South Texas. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. We got Fox News coming up in 2 minutes. Join us at Radio Para Mi, my friend. Go find that free app. Listen on your smartphone. 710 KURV is free at Radio Para Mi. Download it today. Amigo Power Equipment, Edinburgh. Stop by and visit with JP and Jeff and get an awesome deal on that versatile Kubota equipment that you need. Kubota is an Amigo Power Equipment. For example, the Kubota L Series compact tractor, which is the #1 selling compact tractor in the nation, you'll find at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh on Monte Cristo. You'll find the awesome Kubota Sidekick utility vehicles, the Kubota Z Series mowers. Get the job done. That's Kubota. You'll find it today at Amigo Power Equipment. And right now, JP and Jeff will help you with select L2502 Kubota Series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month now through September 30th. You can go to the website, KubotaUSA.com, get more details. Or better yet, just stop by and visit with JP and Jeff. They're nice dudes. You're going to love talking with them and go see all the equipment. The select L2502 Kubota Series is at Amigo Power is right now $21,999 or $325 per month at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
Hi there. My name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions. Huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
The true meaning of caring is feeling and showing concern, compassion, and kindness for others. It's been said, there is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up. At McCaleb Funeral Home, it's what drives us.
Hi, I am Carla McCaleb. Along with my husband Mark and our caring staff, we know we are in the healing business because we hear it from families we serve. Please read our reviews about our life celebrations and fair and transparent prices for unmatched service, and how we lift people up with our healing care and compassion, celebrating lives since 1963.
The Valley's only life celebration home. To learn more about the choices you can make now so a future funeral becomes more of a celebration of life, call Carla at 956-650-2841, 956-650-2841, or visit their website, McCalebfuneralhome.com.
News and weather information at your fingertips.
I've got internet. Me too. Internet activity in all sectors, sir.
Log on to KURV.com. News Talk 710 KURV.
You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. It is August 4th, 2025. I'm Sergio Sanchez along with show producer Fred Cruz, Jason Caterina from AccuWeather on standby. What do we need it for, man? We know it's going to be sizzling today. 100 to 106 across South Texas. News on 710 KURV is a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-PARK-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Congresswoman announcing a run for governor. South Carolina's Nancy Mace making it official this morning at her alma mater, the Citadel in Charleston.
I'm running for governor because South Carolina doesn't need another empty suit. It needs a governor who will fight for you and your values.
Incumbent Governor Henry Master is terminated. Mace is the first woman to graduate from the formerly all-male military college. The state leader in Texas is ending up with state Democrats.
Governor Greg Abbott warning Texas House Democrats that he will have them removed from office if they do not return to the state to vote on the GOP's proposed new congressional map by this afternoon. This all comes in response to the more than 50 Democrats that left the state yesterday in protest of the redistricting proposal.
That is Fox's Todd Pyra reporting this morning. America's listening to Fox News.
Texas energy industry will soon have fewer federal regulations to worry about.
The Trump administration is rolling back an Obama-era report that claimed greenhouse gases pose a threat to humans. Some experts, like energy industry economist Ed Hers, say this will not have an effect on oil and gas producers.
Just simply relieving a few regulations that really had not gone into effect is not going to be a shot in the arm for the oil patch.
Others say the rollback has a deeper message. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin described the move as, quote, driving a dagger into the heart of the climate change religion.
Ford is recalling over 312,000 vehicles. There is some problem with its power brake assist. It's called the electronic brake booster module. Might lose power while driving and increase the distance for you to brake. It affects 2025 F-150s and Broncos and Expeditions and other Ford vehicles. You need to visit the Ford website to get more information. Texas Lottery Commission will have to pay $46 million to a woman who was denied her winnings several months ago. Court records say that the agreement between the lottery and Christian Moriarty was reached late last week. The Lottery Commission saying the settlement was reached with help from the Attorney General. Moriarty will receive $45.8 million before taxes, a single lump sum. Payout comes over 5 months after Ms. Moriarty bought the winning lotto ticket worth $83.5 million in February. She made the purchase online through the lottery courier service Jackpocket, which came under scrutiny by the state of Texas, opened up a new investigation into some of these organizations that purchase a lot of tickets. This is the Valley's Morning News on 710 KURV. And a heads up from the Federal Trade Commission warning you about a scam involving Amazon. It's actually using the Amazon label, has nothing to do with Amazon. It's a bunch of crooks going after your personal information and your money. They're sending phony text messages that claim to be from Amazon, saying that some item that you purchased has been recalled. The FTC says do not fall for it. Do not click on anything from those text messages. I get text messages like that. It's like report as spam. And block immediately, right? You got that little option right there every time you get a message like that. Thank you much for joining us on News Talk 710 KURV. Discover us online, Radio Para Mi. Download that free app. We're in there somewhere, 710 KURV. That way you can listen on your smartphone. I'm going to give you my friend Dale Johnson's personal cell number. Call him, text him. If you have several properties in South Texas that you need the commercial roofing system to be checked. You have no idea what's going on with a commercial roofing system. You just know it's been around for years. It hasn't given you any trouble. We get these gully washers, heavy thunderstorms, that pounding water, and nothing's happened. But you know that building's been around for years. What's going on up there? Call or text my dear friend Dale Johnson. Get that roofing system, those systems, all those buildings of yours, commercial strips, multi-level buildings, warehouses, storage facilities. Get those roofs checked. See what's going on. Maybe Dale, in his expert opinion from Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, Dale will maybe recommend a little patchwork here and there. Trust Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. My friend Dale and his entire team, with the expanded services and the warranties that you need. Let's say you're building something new. Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. Yeah, it's in the name. Waterproofing. You definitely need to call Chamberlain for that new building of yours. Cutting edge roof installation and repair technology. Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. You make the call to Dale Johnson right now. 956-655-6178.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area, call 956-803-0058 and in Harlingen, 956-368-5247. That's drtsprimary.care.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Be part of the KURV family. Like us on Facebook at 710 KURV.
Your 710.
Up. And so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radio Potami app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app, where